In a world that is just obsessed with metrics, with job titles, how do you actually figure out what your true professional value is? Well, we're about to dive into a timeless story that's basically a blueprint for understanding exactly that. This isn't just some old parable. Think of it as a guide to your own worth.
So let's get right into it. How do we even measure our worth at work? Is it the number on our paycheck? The fancy title on our business card? Maybe it's the logo of the company we work for? We're going to explore all of this through a really powerful story about a man who asked his guru a very, very similar question.
I mean, that's the ultimate question, isn't it? But the guru, he doesn't give some long philosophical speech, nope. Instead, he just hands the man a simple stone and gives him a mission. Go find out what it's worth. But there's one catch, one really critical rule. He absolutely cannot sell it.
Okay, so the man's journey begins in a busy marketplace. Now, I want you to think of this as the very beginning of your career. You've got your unique skills, your potential, that's your stone. And you're trying to figure out what you're worth based on those first few performance reviews and all those initial impressions.
So, the first person he talks to is an orange seller. The seller sees this shiny object and, well, he values it in the only way he knows how. He offers a dozen oranges. It's a practical offer for sure, but it's a super narrow assessment based entirely on his own world. Next up, he meets a vegetable seller. The offer is a little different. This time, it's a sack of potatoes, but the thinking behind it is exactly the same. The stone's value is being judged only by what the seller has on hand, completely defined by their limited perspective.
The problem here is just crystal clear, right? In both of these situations, the stone's value wasn't based on what it actually was, but on the tiny world of the person looking at it. This is exactly like that early career feedback that tries to box you into one specific task, completely missing your bigger potential.
Okay, so this is where the story gets really interesting. The man changes his strategy. He stops talking to the generalists and starts looking for a specialist, someone who has the expertise and the right tools to truly understand what he's holding. This is that crucial step of finding your professional niche.
He walks into a jewelry shop, and boom, everything changes. The jeweler doesn't just give it a quick glance. No, he gets out a magnifying lens and examines it meticulously. This is the huge leap from just casual feedback to a real expert analysis. He's finally found someone who speaks the language of true value.
And the offer is just staggering. 50 lakhs, which is 5 million rupees. This is that career-defining moment, right? It's when your unique skills are finally seen by someone who gets their true market potential. The perceived value just skyrocketed from a few oranges to a life-altering amount of money.
But wait, it doesn't stop there. The man remembers the guru's rule. He can't sell it, so he declines. Now, a true expert, when they see something this rare, they don't get discouraged. They double down. The offer shoots up to 2 crores, that's 20 million rupees, because they know that rare talent is absolutely worth investing in.
And so, the journey enters its final, most profound stage. We're moving beyond just a high price tag to something that can't be measured by money at all. This is that critical shift from being a valuable employee to becoming an utterly irreplaceable asset.
Finally, the man gets to the absolute pinnacle of expertise, a merchant who doesn't just deal in jewelry, but in the world's most precious stones. This guy is the master of the craft, and the moment he sees the stone, he knows. He knows he's looking at something extraordinary. He recognizes the ruby for what it is.
And this moment, it says everything. It shows the final shift in how value is understood. The seller doesn't talk numbers. He doesn't make an offer. He performs a ritual of pure respect. You see, this is no longer a transaction. It's an act of reverence for something so valuable, it goes way beyond money.
The seller's words just confirm it all. When you're in the right environment, in front of an audience that truly gets your unique genius, your value isn't just high, it becomes priceless. You become irreplaceable.
So the man, his mind just completely blown, goes back to his guru to tell him about this incredible journey. And now, having lived through the experience, he's finally ready to understand the real lesson about the value of a life.
And what the guru explains is so simple, but so profound. The journey was never about pricing the stone. The stone's value was always there. The journey was about understanding the appraisers. Your own intrinsic worth is constant. It's the perception of your worth that changes. And this right here is the essential lesson for all of our careers. People will always value you through their own unique lens, through their experiences, their goals, and yeah, their own limitations.
Your actual worth doesn't go up and down, but the way people see it absolutely will, depending entirely on who you show it to.
So the big takeaway here isn't to get discouraged by those 12 orange offers. It's to see them for what they are, a mismatch of context. Your real mission is to find the right environment, the right industry, the right people who have the expertise to recognize the priceless gem that you are.
This is the absolute core of personal branding and self-worth. It's not just about what skills you have on your resume. It's about that unique blend of talents, experiences, and personality that makes you, you. The real goal is to build a professional life where you are not seen as just another commodity, but as a recognized, irreplaceable asset. So, we'll leave you with this final crucial question. I want you to really think about your own career path. Are you still hanging out in the fruit market, hoping someone will spot a ruby amongst all the oranges? Or are you strategically seeking out the master jewelers of your industry, the ones who can not only recognize, but actually revere the priceless value you bring to the table?